So we have a final show match tonight. Or we have two more.
We have Dragon versus Voddy.
We have two more. Yeah, I'm sorry, Quark. You're
Dragon
on
against
point.
Voddy is going to be really good.
Why do you think so?
Well, Voddy's really good at the game, and so is Dragon.
Okay,
versus Protoss, of course.
Let's get into it. And the map being played on is called D's E-Ray. I'm pronouncing it correctly, by the master map maker himself, Freakling from Germany, and he has joined our Discord voice channel, where I share my screen from, and the casters have hopped in to cast. And if he is listening to this, it'd be great if he chimes in. If not, I'm looking forward to this show match on this map, which will also be featured in our future round robin tournament.
Remind me where Voddy's from. Is he from Germany?
I believe Sweden. Am I wrong about that?
Yes, it was Sweden. That's right. Blue flag. Alrighty. In the top right position, as the blue Terran, fighting for Sweden, we have our cave bot, a Terran powerhouse. Then in the bottom right position, as the purple Protoss from Canada, fighting for the North American squad, it is
Dragon.
We're going to see probably quick expansion on this map because it's got a rear natural. So it's I expect we're going to go and fast expansion it into a macro game. I think that's the rational way to play it. And with is it Ring Bloom currently in the map pool? They're both going to be familiar with playing on maps that have a rear natural.
Yeah, TVP is one of my favorite matchups to watch. Mostly because of vultures and mines. I love watching mines come into action.
So minerals, we have two spores at the entrance here. What are they for?
Spores, well, I guess they might help with the wall. I doubt they help with the wall, but they are for Zerg players. Zerg starts in one of the positions, and creep will spread close enough to those that they will generate creep themselves as neutral spores. Thus, Zerg would be able to build a sunken up there, and I think
You can basically block off, I guess, with buildings.
I don't think you build on these spores like you do on Green Bloom.
You mean if you destroy them underneath there's doodads? Is that how you pronounce it?
No, there's you can't build under them and you can't build on them.
Right.
However, if you have a creep colony, or if you have the creep from your main near them, if for some reason it triggers the spore colony to produce their own creep. It's kind of a weird interaction.
Right.
And we're seeing Dragon go for 12 next, and Voddy is going for a wall in, and is taking his gap. Has he taken his gap? I believe he has, yeah. So Voddy's going for standard opener and going into factories, whereas Dragon taking a very quick expansion. So we're going to see two very different situations this game. Also, it looks like Voddy doesn't know the map. He is scouting the wrong way.
Yeah, that's right.
Might have sent his SCV to the corner. Unfortunate.
He usually checks out maps before playing on them.
He's going to scout Dragon not only last, but a delayed last.
I think he's played on this map before too.
If he scouts Dragon late enough, he might not even see the 12 Nexus, which is going to put him in a difficult position.
We're going to see a 2-fact from Terran. Fast expand.
I quite like to play fast expanding against 2-fact because the 2-fact doesn't hit fast enough that it's so dangerous. I'd rather play against a 2-fact than a 10-10-10.
On this map, your main choke point is a wide ramp, so it's probably easier to fight that with Protoss. It's probably why he went for that Nexus so quick. Voddy coming in from the backside again with the scout.
And Voddy
Only
going for a
making
Star Pod
it.
as well. We're going to see a Vulture drop. I don't know. I mean, this is either going to go really well or really badly. There's going to be no middle ground in this build. He's going to go for speed and mines on a Vulture drop here. Dragon's not going to be anywhere close to Robo. So it will depend somewhat on Dragon's SimCity, his unit placement.
Cross the second gas is finishing. See another. We're going for 2 machine shops from Aaron.
Yeah, that's so he can get speed and mines simultaneously. He wants the 4 upgraded vultures with both upgrades by the time his drop hits.
Seems like he canceled the speed.
Yeah, didn't have the gas. Which seems like a bit of a mistake. How many SUVs does he have on gas?
Well, he did make 2 factories in the starport.
Yeah, but he's trying for a specific build here, and the build just didn't work in that case. If he doesn't have the gas to get the double upgrades and also the dropship, then the build it's not fully optimized. But he's going to have mines by the time he lands, which is what he's really concerned about. What happened to that Robo? Is the Robo finished? I would assume it has to be because it's no longer on the build queue. But we don't have an observatory. Yeah, okay, there's the observatory. And he's got the scouting pylon. I like that a lot, but it's going to come down to building placement. Oh, the Dragoon's out of position. Oh, Dragon, no. Oh, it's all gone wrong for Dragon. This is really sad. "24 workers, 23 workers, 22, 21, 20. Observers are being built now for 18 workers, 17. Any advantage that Dragon had from that fast expansion is gone. Oh, those mines are making me nervous. Those mines are making me very nervous. Oh, what just happened?
Wow.
Dragon should buy a lottery
I'm
ticket.
so mad.
Dragon needs to buy a lottery ticket.
You want to
Like,
see a bunch of probes explode? Come on.
Who doesn't?
Like the 2 mines being caught on top of each other so they get blocked, and then
Damn.
letting the Dragoon kill one and the other one says, okay, well, I'm just going to go in a different direction.
I wonder what was going through Dragon's head when that mine popped up out of the ground. Like,
I mean, in these positions, it's really hard to tell what Scaren's doing. Terran, excuse me. If you don't get that early scout on.
Terran.
Or did he get the early scout on?
Dragon not walling his front. These they're just gonna lay some mines down. And then we have a dropship coming to drop the backside of the natural dragon.
Although he has that scouting pylon, that's well played. Oh, those tanks are not getting value. The tanks must have taken a lot of damage before, because they just died in 1 body each.
That was a nice
very
reaction.
sloppy by Voddy. Voddy was in a really good position. He'd done more than enough damage with the drop. He had gotten like 10 workers ahead. His command center was going to finish. He was going to be able to main out and just be economically in a better position. But throwing away 2 tanks for nothing, he wasn't so far ahead. He could just lose his tanks.
Yeah, I really thought he was actually going to do a small push right there, just to kind of keep his army count down, and just keep pumping vultures in. But
Well, Voddy didn't do anything. It's the thing. Voddy was in a really good, strong position. He had done enough economic damage that when he took his own expansion, he was going to have the economic advantage. He just needed to progress into getting his armory and building his factories and go into a +1 push or something. But instead, he's hemorrhaging units now for no reason. He's still got a big economic advantage. He's up 9 workers, but he also had an army advantage before, and he's lost that now. You look at it, they're basically even in supply, and that means that Dragon is up like ace flying in units. Also, Dragon's player on this map has been quite disciplined. If we saw where he put his pylon observatory. We saw he had a scouting pylon at the bottom left. He's playing this knowing that dropship is a possibility, knowing that he needs to optimize his building placement to get scouting information, and it's been correct. He's taken a lot less damage than he should have. He took a lot of damage, but he took way less damage than he could have. Especially given that his dragoons were out of position when the first push happened. So when the first drop happened. I feel like had his dragoons been in position, he would have taken very little damage because he would have just stopped the dropship in its tracks. The fact he only lost like 10 probes against 4 vultures with both upgrades in a base that had no dragoons in it is very impressive.
Is that a DT drop?
You'll see.
Yep. Ooh.
Dun dun dun.
So I like this a lot as well. Dragon has identified that he's playing against a 2-base balance. This is not a 3-base 2-1. This is not going to be any kind of 2-1 because there's no sand acidity. This is just getting +1 attack and pushing. Going 2-base Arbiter is the correct play against that.
I see a counter drop in the Natural of Protoss with another juicy mine in the mineral line.
This is a lot of tanks though.
And just getting a lot of probes.
Okay, so from a game theory perspective, Dragon doesn't need a third base in this game. Normally you want to be 1 base ahead of Protoss, but in this situation he's going to have the tech advantage because he's playing against just a regular +1 push. He can be on 2 bases, he can have an Arbiter, and that Arbiter is going to give him the advantage that he needs. And that means that preceding his Arbiter play with a DT drop to exhaust the scans is actually very important. The DT drop into Arbiter here is getting a lot done. I like this a lot, and I think that if he took a third, it'd be a mistake. But Voddy is pulling out of his 2-base push. Voddy is not committing. I think Voddy has decided that Dragon knows what he's doing. Dragon's going to hold it, and so Voddy's not going to commit on it. We're seeing both players adapt very quickly here and very correctly. It's an exciting game. Dragon knows that he doesn't need a third base, he just needs to hold Voddy. And Voddy knows that Dragon knows that he just needs to hold Voddy, so Voddy's not committing on 2 base. Voddy's pretending to commit while taking a third. I feel like Voddy has the upper hand here, precisely only because Voddy's not going to actually push out. Voddy's going to take his third, and then Dragon's going to be stuck on 2 bases.
It's a smart play.
It is. He had a build. He had a plan about how he's going to win. But his opponent reacted, so he had to react to the reaction. He's staying 1 step ahead. And one of the things about Voddy is that he has played this matchup from both sides a lot. Voddy used to be a Protoss player, I believe, and he switched to Terran.
Oh wow. Somebody getting done here. Now this is a lot of vultures though. Yeah, but if he loses all these vultures and doesn't do a lot of econ damage, he's actually
he'll be fine. Because Voddy has switched from an aggressive posture into a defensive posture. Voddy's no longer doing a time push. Voddy is doing an expansion and trying to hold the speed in mind. So these vultures that were previously meant to be part of his push, now he can just throw them away, kill half a dragon's economy, and be completely fine himself because he's just taking an expansion.
He did get a few probes.
He got a lot of probes. Dragon was in like 42 probes, now he's on 26. I really like the way the Voddy's playing it. He built the vultures because he wanted to be part of this push. Push wasn't happening anymore. He laid the mines and he just played them away. But Voddy is 1 step ahead. I like it a lot. I think that his play is very clean this game. It makes a lot of sense. You look at this and think, okay, well, Dragon's going to have 1 attack. He's going to have 1 stasis. He's going to have to bust through here. And if it doesn't work, then it's over. So we're going to have to see where that vessel is, where the EMP is. I want to see Voddy scanning, finding the Arbiter, and once he found the Arbiter, I want to see him EMP it. If Dragon doesn't dodge the EMP, I don't see any way that Dragon can win. Oh, look at that! This STV is stuck. If Voddy's played this map before, I'd be surprised because he's made a lot of questionable scouting decisions and tried to main out his STVs and it would have went into natural. There's a lot of weird things going on here with Voddy's STVs.
Poor
Okay,
Voddy.
Voddy, show me an EMP. I want to see an EMP right on top of that Arbiter.
I mean, it is a problem because it was a big
He does
advantage
have
for
a
him
nice
to get
spread
that
of tanks
expansion.
here.
Voddy's now even on supply, up 15 workers, and his side is quicker. He's pulled out of his 2-base push, he's now going straight into a...
In 6
He
o'clock.
doesn't have the upgrade coming. Voddy, where's your attack upgrade from your armory? What's going on? I want to see that +2, Voddy. Missing +2 is sloppy. Unless something's gone wrong, unless he lost his army somehow. Like, it... Oh, this
That's
is just...
chillaxing.
Okay, Dragon has recall now as well, so we're going to see if Dragon can get anything done with a recall. That lack of +2 is really, really upsetting me. It's not like Voddy doesn't know that +2 is a really good upgrade.
Yeah, there's just so much blue on the map. Voddy taking his 4th base at 12 o'clock. 150 food. Gonna be maxing out here soon in the next 2 minutes.
Oh, there's our recall.
There's your recall.
Terran main. Yep. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, there was. Oh, that's not getting anything done. Oh, that is not what Dragon was looking for.
Wow.
I'm not sure why a recall into the main and not an expansion, and then hit somewhere else.
It was just early. You want to do the recall as Voddy's pushing, but Voddy doesn't want to push. Voddy's fine sitting on his 4 bases. I think Voddy feels very comfortable in the situation, playing defensively.
That was the last thing Dragon needed. He was already behind, I feel.
Yeah, I think that there's no way that Voddy loses the game now. Like, Voddy has a large army superiority. He's up on more bases. He's got his late game tech. He's got his upgrades.
I have a recall at 12 o'clock. Hey, where are the armies headed? They're already ready to take care of it. The Arbiter gets away safely, though.
The Arbiters have no energy now. Voddy has this
wow.
huge army, and there are exactly 0 status in the bank for Dragon. And Voddy can walk across the map and win, or he can stay back and win. It's up to him, but either way he's going to win. Does Dragon have a second Stargate? I don't know, so one Stargate Arbiters, and the Arbiters already used all their energy. Yeah, there's no way that Dragon can stop Voddy.
Stargate, 6 gateways. This is like, what, 8 factories, 9 factories?
And Voddy's 2-1 is coming now.
7? I like the vessel that's just stationed there, looking for arbiters to EMP.
Well, he's
Yeah,
the best
Voddy's a very
EMP one.
disciplined player.
Is he, though? Ooh.
Boom. That was good. I like that. That was kind of sexy.
Shakalaka.
Good catch, Isaac.
Huh?
Good catch. I missed the first recall.
Shit ton of vultures running into the 4th base of Dragon. Oddly, Dragon's not choosing to take that mineral only that's close to his main.
I like how spacious this map feels for me, and it's really enjoyable watching PvT on it.
Oh yeah, man, I agree.
And Voddy's up 50 supply. He's up, 2 bases? Well, he's going to be up 2 bases. It's going to be a difficult game for him to lose.
Man, these are a lot of
Because Dragon's trying to
vultures.
do a push in the middle, but with no status, he's not going to be able to break through. Yeah, he knows. He
Yeah, I
doesn't
think
even need to do an
he
attack.
knew. He didn't even need to push.
That was a very clean game from Voddy.
I agree. It was nice to watch.
We get a drink of water. I'll be right back.
Word.
I think what I liked the most about that game was that he read that Dragon had read him, and he didn't commit to his build. He knew that his +1 like 5-pack or whatever it was he had wasn't going to work anymore, and so he just pulls out of it. He says, "Okay, I'm going to take all these vultures that I've massed up for my attack. I'm just going to kill your probes, and in the meantime, I'm going to take a command center."
Yeah.
He had a plan, but he had the flexibility to know how to adapt his plan on the fly. It was very smoothly done. Also, I think had it been anybody who wasn't as good as Dragon against that original drop, then they probably just would have lost that night. I mean, Voddy got ahead from the drop, but Dragon, I think, held it beautifully.
It was a fun game. Dragon was a little behind the whole time. Voddy is a strong player. If you guys like Foreign Bread War, please follow the channel. We stream every Friday and Saturday at 6 o'clock Eastern. We also have a big show match coming up on the 22nd. We're going to have Battle for Ire, DeWalt versus Bonnet. Got a thread about it in Team Liquid if you want to check it out.
Okay, I'm back.
And
That's a
we're
fun
going to be
first
going
game.
into game number 2.
It's about time. God damn.
Best of 5 S-rank show match between Dragon and Voddy. This took place really recently. All the games are on a map called D's E-Ray by Freakling, and this map will be in the map pool of our future Best of the Best tournament. Featuring Dragon and Voddy. Who else do we have? True Touch, Suzuki, Crossy, Bonnet, The Vault, Dandy, Terra U.
And
Who did I miss?
Dragon in there as well.
Yeah, I mentioned him. I
Yeah.
always miss one or two names. Striker?
Strikers in there, yeah.
There's gonna
I'm
be
hyped, man. I'm just so hyped for that fucking
4
tournament.
Protoss, 4 Terran, 4 Zerg. We got a $3,200 prize pool. Every single game is worth more than $9 now. So if somebody wins 5-0 and it's a 5-game format show match, they would win over $45. It's a new way to compensate players. Otherwise, usually the top 3 or 4 grab all the prize money, but this way you'll get compensated for every single game you win, and that's cool.
It's funny how every single time we mention Monif, the next name that's mentioned is always DeWalt.
Yeah, that's true.
Every time. Every time. That it doesn't matter who's saying the list of names. When you say Bonnet, you automatically say DeWalt.
Okay, so game 2 on D's E-Ray, map by Freakling. We have Voddy at 7 o'clock. 4-player map. And we got Dragon at 1 o'clock.
I feel like Voddy was a bit uncomfortable on that map the first time around with the bad scouting and the SCV sent to the command center the wrong way. So maybe now after playing a game against Dragon on it, we'll see him play a faster expand style rather than a 2-pack into Starport. But yeah, I mean, Voddy's better than me. He could have done 2-pack and Starport as his desired build, knowing the map. It felt awkward.
Knowing that there's a pocket expansion, it's pretty convenient, especially on vertical cross positions where you can just basically drop into main and the natural vultures to pick off the probes. So it really worked out for him.
And I guess we'll see what he does game 2. If game 2 he doesn't take a quick expand, then we know that it's not his preferred style. If game 2 he takes one, then we know otherwise. But it looks like Dragon's going straight for 12 next again. And I think 12 next on this map is strong. It's a good build.
Oh yeah, I'll agree with that definitely.
And the 12 next, even when he took a lot of damage, he had such a strong economy that he could afford to take a lot of damage.
Is there a map in the ladder pool right now that has a pocket expansion? Like
There
this
is
map?
Ringing Bloom, so both players are going to be familiar with this kind of map.
Do people veto that map, or they like it?
I do, but that's because I don't know how to play it. But,
Is
I
it because
think
of the pocket expansion,
players-
or other aspects that you don't play it?
I've never learned how to macro, so I don't play macro maps.
Are you saying a pocket expansion map is really conducive
Voddy
for a macro
miscouted
game?
again. Yeah, but a pocket expand, I mean, it guarantees that people are going to take quick second bases, which leads to big macro games. You can't really pressure the expansion because the expansion's behind and you have to pressure the front, which is the high ground.
You're a cheesy
I mean,
player, so it doesn't help you, does it? By your own admission.
This is about Voddy and Dragon. My inability to macro after years of playing this game is beside the point.
Very nice.
So,
One day I'll learn.
I think pocket expands are interesting. I think they're kind of hard because if your front guard's broken and you're natural, you don't have a pocket natural, then you can fall back to your ramp and have another choke point. Whereas on like a map like Ringing Bloom or here, or like maps that have pocket expands crossing game, yeah, once your front gets broken, you're kind of screwed. You're like your factories all of a sudden have units, lurkers on top of them, whatever the case may be. So it's like, it also can change your build timings and stuff, because your units don't have to go as far to leave your base.
Good points.
Your reinforcing units coming out of your gateways will be there quicker to reinforce your front. So there's different dynamics to it.
We've seen Voddy go for the gapless expand, whereas Dragon just went for straight 12 next, and that is the advantage of Protoss. I think that if both players just go for a like 13cc versus 12 next, that's basically even. But going for gasless, I believe that the Protoss is favored there. They've just done the slightly more abusive opening because the gasless expand is. It gives you a quick expansion normally. If you do get away with it like Polypod, you're happy. But against the 12 next, the Protoss just going to have a superior economy. His Robo is mostly done already. He's got his quick second base, quick second gas. It's a good position to be in as Protoss. Although that range hasn't happened yet, has it? He's delayed his range for a Robo.
Why is that?
I think it's because he doesn't believe that he needs range right now because he's not expecting any kind of pressure. The range is like a fixed one-time cost that it doesn't really. If you're not going to have a fight, it doesn't matter when you take it. So it doesn't. There's no timing impact to taking it sooner rather than later. Whereas getting an observer to the space as soon as possible, if you delay the observer, that hurts you. So yeah, he's thinking, well, I don't need the range until we actually have a fight, so I can skip it early, then I can catch up later.
I like that.
And he's not wrong.
Because a lot of people who make core just feel the need to upgrade the range ASAP.
Well, normally you would, because you'd want to be harassed in the bunker, but in this case, he's not harassed in the bunker, A, because it's a 12 next, and B, because the bunker's on the high ground. There's no way. So in that point, in that situation, the only thing that the range actually does for him is helps him fight whenever the first fight is. If the first fight is not for 5 minutes, he can wait 3 minutes, then start upgrading it. And it's gonna be rewarded with the fast observer. He's gonna be rewarded with the quick citadel. He's gonna be rewarded by having both gateways producing goons constantly, even though he didn't have enough gas to do everything. This is I like how he's playing this. He's going to have a very quick DP drop following his observer. He's going to have a quick arbiter following that. Voddy with the double armory at the same time. This isn't even going to be a 2-1. This is going to be a 1-1 and a 2-2. Voddy is...
Is this a common build?
No, this is a build that you'd only ever do on a map like this where you have a back natural. Normally you build the one armory and then you have to build tanks, turrets, all of the stuff normally to defend. You just get... but Voddy, I think, is feeling very secure on his back natural. He's going for a very quick double armory, and I'm assuming that at some point he's going to add a starport to turn his 1-1 into a 2-2. But Dragon has that quick observer because Dragon delayed his range. This is... Voddy doesn't kill the observer. Nice. Voddy went for the scan but didn't get it. Okay, so Dragon knows that it's a 2-base timing, and he just throws down the Arbiter Tribunal immediately on the third base. This is... So it's a 2-2 timing, not 2-1, not a 1-1. Starport. Starport tells us that it's a 2-2, which is why Dragon's taking the third base. I like Dragon's position here a lot. I don't think he's necessarily ahead, but I think his play is correct. I think he's building his way towards a victory. He's identified his win conditions. He knows that he needs arbiters, but he also needs money. He knows that the Starport is going to be followed by Science Facility, and the Science Facility is going to be followed by 2-2.
Who doesn't need money?
I need money. If anybody's want to
only
casters, go ahead and feel free to donate.
That mineral only there is probably going to work out pretty beneficial for him. I think it's going to go pretty unattested.
I don't know about what this push Voddy's doing. Was there an observer outside? I think there was. So Voddy knows about it. So Dragon knows about this. Yeah. Dragon has the units for this. I can't imagine this does anything. Because Dragon has...
Dragon definitely has a lot more than Voddy does on the map.
Yeah.
Mine's going down.
Yeah, and Voddy's just immediately putting it back. Voddy realizing this is a mistake. Oh, no, he's just going to trade the tanks away. I guess maybe they couldn't get back in time. But, I mean, 2 tanks is...
That's pretty big right now.
Nothing. Yeah. It's not nothing.
It's
and
huge.
Voddy's staying on 2 bases. But that means that if Voddy now has to make a choice whether he's going for a...
Oh, what?
The soldier gets through.
And then he runs right back out. Get your butt in there, man. What are you doing?
There were no probes there.
There nothing. I think there's one there.
Okay.
I would do some damage.
Penetrated
by
by
that.
that.
So Voddy is going for a 2-2 and he is taking a command center. Now, we would want Dragon to take 12 o'clock at this point. Dragon has his arbiters are on time, his upgrades are on time, his third base is on time. He has successfully secured his late game. Now he just needs to stay ahead. He needs to take 12 o'clock. He probably also needs to take another main and start building gateways at the second location. Because Voddy's getting a 2-2. Once Voddy's 2-2 is done, this is going to get difficult. Voddy's going to be able to
Did you just
push
say
out.
this is going to get physical?
It's going to get difficult.
Difficult.
Because
Okay, I was like, let's get physical.
I
Physical.
love the volcanic details of this map. It's actually quite nice. Sometimes people don't pay that much attention to aesthetic details on maps, but I'm sure it took map makers a very long time.
Sure is pretty. It does look really nice. I like the vision blockers. If you guys haven't noticed those around, there's quite a few of them on the map.
Yeah.
So right now, if they have a fight, Dragon's just going to be able to win with his superior army size and macro. But once 2-2's done and once both of them are approaching max, that's no longer going to be the case. Dragon is going to have to win with Storm, which he's transitioning into a second Stargate, which he doesn't have yet, but I'm sure he will take. And then both another base and gateways in a secondary location. It's very difficult to beat late game upgraded Terran. There's a checklist of things. If you don't have everything on the checklist, you can't do it. We're seeing that Dragon is getting a few things on the checklist. He's got his Storm. He's taking 12 o'clock. I would like to see another main, gateways in the main, second Stargate.
MP just finished up for Terran. +2 looks like is finishing up for Terran as well. Or is that +3? Yeah.
That's 2-2. Because Voddy went quick double armory. So this is going to be like a 2-1 push, except it's going to be a 2-2 push, basically.
Curious to see what kind of position we're going to see the main battle be fought on this map.
I do like the Storm. We're going to see how well he uses it. I'm assuming there's high tempo in that shuttle. Normally, I would favor going double Stargate over going high tempo at this point in the game, but it's a stylistic choice, and Dragon clearly knows what he's doing. There's the probe to try and take another main. He's not going to be allowed. And Voddy taking 6 up as well. I think Voddy's going to take it. I think Dragon has everything he needs, and I still think Voddy's going to take it. Voddy is just... He's getting the bases, he's getting the upgrades. We've seen how good he is at EMPing arbiters. Dragon is going to have to turn this into a disruptive game, or Voddy's just going to beat him. Like, Voddy's still 50 supply down, but that's not going to last for long. They're both going to get maxed out. Recall is mostly done. Once recall is complete, we're going to see how much chaos Dragon can introduce into the game. I don't think Dragon's army is going to beat Voddy's army straight up, even with Storm. I don't think there are enough arbiters. I don't think there's enough spaces.
No, at least not in that choke point. He's not. The only thing I could see him doing this game is maybe some really good recalls.
Yeah,
and just keep taking the map, keep blocking ramps off with pylons.
Yeah, Voddy's gonna so Dragon's gonna have to introduce chaos. If he plays Voddy's game, he's gonna lose it. He's gonna have to
look at that spread up map.
Oh, and it looks like we might see an engage here. Looks like Dragon might be going for a recall here on the left.
Yeah, he should. I mean, recall's all he can really do.
I hope he doesn't recall on top
Science
of
Fester's on its way. Science Fester's already moving. Yeah, Science Fester's on its way right now. There we go.
Thank
So
you,
that's
Quark.
pretty huge as well. That was his high energy arbiter. That was the first arbiter he made. That one has been banking energy up to 200.
What's the energy on that second arbor? It's only like 100, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you want 2 Stargate arbs. I do like Dragon taking another main and building gateways there. That was one of the things I listed as his win conditions. He's also building a second Stargate. Another thing I listed as win conditions. So Dragon is ticking the boxes, but it's just so hard to win from here.
His upgrades aren't very impressive.
No, I mean, upgrades aren't so important for the Protoss in this matchup, but Terran obviously they're vital, but Protoss doesn't make so much difference.
Just +1 attack versus 2-2.
Actually, Voddy has quite a spread.
They're both max.
There's a big lava space in the center right there. The Dragon's units are going to have to go around, and everyone's getting sieged up. No stasis going down yet. The Zealots are getting taken out by all the vultures, and Dragon gets pushed back very easily.
Yeah, that was beautiful. His body just presented him with completely solid defense. Now, he did lose 30 supply in that fight, but he's going to replace that really quickly. And the EMP is more important. The fact that the Arbiters have no energy now.
And
that means that...
ouch. With a couple stasis, that one could have been very different. But this is so many tanks. This is like 20 tanks, 25 tanks at least. Body's not even maxed. He's about to be maxed. He's about to be knocking on the front door of old Dragon.
Yeah, though, Dragon's army does have him slightly out of position here. Also, Body does. So Dragon does have a secondary gateway area, which is pretty crucial.
So many tanks.
And
Yeah.
Dragon could get a really good flank here.
See,
Looks like he
that's what
wants
I'm
to
saying.
grab, like he's gonna
Yeah,
grab
this is really good by Dragon.
Yeah, yeah. I was about to say you don't actually fight this at this point. You just cut off reinforcements. Maybe
Yeah, when I was
counter.
saying that Dragon needed to introduce chaos into the map, this is what I'm talking about. This kind of chaos where you're doing
Man.
backstab.
I think he's gonna lose everything.
Body's
Yeah,
units
because
back
he's not
to
paying
the-
attention.
He is going to lose everything, but that's fine. He can make a new everything. He's got
Honestly,
gateways to
yeah. I
locations.
mean, he killed a lot of tanks here.
Yeah.
Oh, good
this is
storm.
fine.
Oh
Hey,
no.
Oh, that's
Really
beautiful.
good tanks.
Oh man.
Yeah, Dragon could just rebuild from here. That was enough.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Dragon's back in this game again. That was
Yeah,
that was
Dragon
really
did what he
good.
needed. It
But
was-
he's got to stop this reinforcing army though. I mean, it's just sitting here, just
Whole
it's
box is gonna
feeding
go down.
itself. Look at this. Look at that
But he
yellow
doesn't
line.
need 12 anymore. He can afford to lose 12.
I'd like to
He
see
has
Dragon
another main.
and take a base trade. Go take out some bases at the bottom.
Well, no, stop the reinforcing army. I feel like that's the biggest thing. Then you can worry about a counter. Man, he's just funneling units up into his. Oh,
This is a really good game here from both these players. We see Dragon pushing the 6 o'clock position, while Dragon's pushing 12. Dragon taking out 2 of the bases. Both nexuses are going to go down. Dragon looking like he wants to do some damage himself. Also, Dragon is also pushing the, what is that, the 4 o'clock position as well. But he's going to be pushing on multiple fronts, forcing the command center to lift at 6. Also, going to be poking at the mineral onlys. So it is going to be a good trade from both players, I think.
Dragon
I
takes
think
it.
is going to come out ahead here.
Dragon does. I like his army movement a lot. I think that he's done what he needed to economically on Body. And I think that because he's got 2 areas of production, what Body's looking for right now is to try and get just a good tank position on Dragon. But Dragon has 2 different main bases. Combine that with the double Stargate producing arbiters. I think that you can't pin
he's
Dragon
losing
down.
Yeah, I think
CCs.
that's right.
Yeah.
He's
Well, I
lost
think
3
Dragon has this.
CCs.
Might see a recall soon into the main base
Ooh.
of
I don't
Body.
think Dragon doesn't need a recall. Dragon needs to just continue with map control, continue cutting off reinforcement, and have
He
the
can
ability
actually
to,
push in. He can actually push in through the natural because the back door is open.
Oh,
Pushing through
that's
the back.
actually really cool.
Yeah. Dragon is going to be taking some damage here at his other main base, essentially losing all of these gateways here. But
But Dragon's taking bottom right.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Also, look at Body's money. Body is he's got his natural that's basically mined out. His main is basically mined out. He's got a mineral only that has 1 STV of it. Body
See,
doesn't have anything left in the tank.
gonna see a big engage going on here. Dragon looking.
Oh, he's gonna run right into these mines though.
Recall on
Dragon's
these
3 o'clock expansion is really fast.
First stasis go down.
Dragon has this.
So it's running up on the tanks. Army units gonna be popping out of these gateways soon. Are we gonna see a storm or another stasis here on these tanks? Another big
beautiful
stasis.
stasis.
Another stays.
That's why you
Dragon
want
is
2
gonna
Stargate
take
yards.
this. Dragon is gonna take this game.
Yeah. Dragon got exactly what he needed. It was tough, but it is really tough to beat a dedicated outdated mech push.
That
But
was
Dragon
great
knew what he
play.
needed and he got him. That's a textbook PvT. How do you deal with this? And he doesn't make it look easy because it's never easy, but he made it look doable, and it is.
Yeah,
doable.
GG is called. What another awesome match. Voddy always plays really good show matches. I think every show match he's been in has always been a slugfest back and forth. It's always a treat to watch him play.
Always a treat to watch a game on one of Freakling's maps. D's E-Ray. Here we go. Game 3, tied 1-1, I believe.
All right.
I'm joined
Chat.
by
Who are we rooting for?
Quark, Minerals, Why You Suck, Gonzalo, and
All
Freakling.
right, in the top left position. The light blue Terran. Fighting for Canada and the North American squad, it is Dragon. And in the top right is the steel white Terran fighting for IRK, as well as Sweden powerhouse Terran himself. It is Voddy.
I feel like Voddy's gotten really good, but I don't know enough about him to make that assessment.
Voddy has been good.
I feel like Voddy was always really good.
I feel like he's improved.
I can agree.
I'd have to look at our Showmatch rankings. But
So, curious if we're going to see the same builds coming out of both players, or if anyone's going to switch it up this game.
Dragon seems to like the 12 next. Voddy has switched it up, but I think Voddy
Yay!
switched it up to what he
8 barracks.
wanted. Okay. He's tired of being 12 next. I don't think it's going to be a BVS either. I think it's going to be an 8 max into Bunker Rush, which is fine. You don't need double vax against
Yeah.
the 12 next. This one could be a very quick game. And it's gonna be, because Dragon is going Nexus. You look at this and think, who goes 12 next 3
And
times in
he's
a row? in the
scouting the
series?
right way, too. Oh my god.
He's still gonna scout top left first, because he. Oh, is he? Oh, he's learned the map. Good for you, buddy. Good for you. Fool me 3 times, shame on me. Yeah, if Buddy doesn't take this, then something's gone wrong. Because 8 racks at the ramp. And there's the second rack going down. Okay, yeah. Buddy is, he's pulling the trigger now. 1 rack is enough to get it done, but I think 2 racks is going to secure it.
even a baby said wow. So he's going to see the
Wow.
Marine.
I heard that.
Okay.
And this
is
should
where you
finally
pull
tip
your-
him off.
This is where you cancel your Nexus, pull your probes.
Make a 4.
And throw down
Yep,
2
cancel
battery
Nexus.
shields.
It's not
He's
going to make a
pulling
difference, though.
probes. Pull your probes, pull your probes, pull your probes. Too late. You need to surround. Honestly, I feel like right here I would surround the bunker too. Oh, he got a little drill. There you go.
Well, if you can defend against the Marines, then the SCVs don't matter.
Well, no, they totally do. I don't think it's
Kind of like
because
it was
this is-
there's 2 barracks coming in.
This is better than I thought it was going to be,
The
but that cannon's going to die.
down. You should have
Yeah.
put the cannon back a little bit. I feel like.
Yeah, the cannon didn't need to be that far forward. He just needs to be in range of the bunker.
Okay, he did cancel the Nexus. Yeah, it's over.
Voddy going for a cheeky build here. To
I
get
mean-
a quick win in game number 3.
Body's not going for a cheeky build. Dragon went for 12 next 3 times in a row. At a certain point, you have to punish it, just because otherwise...
Actually, yeah, this is the correct punishment. You're right.
Yeah, this is...
JJ.
Body's just keeping Dragon honest. Body's saying, okay, like the first time and the second time, sure, maybe, but like,
And
you
it-
can't keep doing it.
I feel like Dragon didn't like that, and there was a slash before the GG.
Did say cheeky and not cheesy, by the way. That was a nice play there. That basically is the reason why I quit going quick Nexus.
I mean, on ladder it's fine because it's the best of 1. You can do whatever you like on the best of 1. But in a series, at a certain point, it's Body's fault for not punishing it, and Body, it's just keeping Dragon honest. He's forcing Dragon to play properly, which you have
Right,
to.
here we are, going into game number 4. In the top left, as the olive green Terran. And for Sweden, it is Voddy.
I would
And in
like
the
to see
bottom
Body
right,
doing 8 racks again.
No, I don't want to see it, Rex.
as the Steel Gray. Protoss fighting from Canada is Dragon.
I mean, Dragon has done 12 next 3 times in a row. If you don't go 8 racks and he goes 12 next 4 times in a row.
I'm not
you're
gonna get
look
my
kinda
money's
silly.
worth, Quark, if he gets 8 racks. Let's get that game 1 thing all over again. That was nice.
Game 2, I thought was even better. Well, game
Yeah,
1.
game 2 was.
Game 1 was good though.
Oh
'cause
yeah,
we
it was
dropped
game 2. I'm sorry. My bad.
I don't know,
I mean,
game
they're
3
both
was
very good
pretty
games,
epic. What's gonna happen in game number 4? See a supply depot going down with a pylon.
Yeah, game 2 was a fantastic example of both players playing the matchup very correctly. Neither
think
player
that-
made a mistake.
Do you think that supply depot's just one spot too high? No, I think it's right. I think it's right.
I think it's like, yeah, depot and then another racks.
No, I think it's one too high.
I don't think so.
No, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see.
He's going 12 next again.
I think you're high, bud.
Yeah.
Buddy, this is your fault. Like, buddy, if you're not going to stop him, he is just going to keep doing this to you.
You don't think he can beat a 12 next?
Well, he has an
I think
advantage.
that he needs to keep Dragon honest. If somebody goes 12 next 3 games in a row, it's reasonable to assume they're going to go 12 next the 4th game in a row too. Oh, and Buddy miscouted again.
Yeah, this map throws him off for some reason.
Yeah, you know, most players are so used to scouting, they send their units to the corners on the mini-map.
He likes this
Times.
map though. He likes Freakling's maps. That's what he
I
told
think
me.
he's going to be disappointed when he scouts the 12 next on cross positions.
Shouldn't he expect it?
I
Hasn't
mean,
Dragon been doing the same thing every game?
Fucking knew it. Ugh.
I feel like he should expect it, but I mean, he could have gone 8 racks again. He didn't.
Did Dragon go Nexus before Gateway last game?
He went Nexus
Gateway
before
first.
Gateway every game.
Well, I think the BBS could be interpreted as cheese or like I can't beat you straight up, and that
No,
doesn't
it
strike
wasn't
me.
even the
This is the
BBS.
gateway.
It was an 8 racks into scouting. It was only after he saw the 12 racks that he committed to the BBS.
Like I get you can do that one game in a best of 5, but you kind of want to show off your skills and beat the person straight up.
No, because the person's not trying to beat you straight up. 12 next is a cheese build.
Hmm.
If player A cheeses and player B keeps him honest, player B is not the bad guy there. Dragon is doing the cheesy build. Body's keeping him honest. So Body
Especially
is
if
mining a
there's
lot
money
of
on the
gas.
line.
This is going to be a star pot.
Yo, if
Obviously.
there's money on the line, man, I'm cheesing the fuck out of you, bro.
These players are fighting for marbles right now. Many marbles.
Okay, there's our star pot. So this is a 1-pack star pot. Are we going to see a second pack? I'm assuming we probably are because
In the
he
bottom
liked
right.
the second game. Yeah, we
A bit
are.
to the
Nice.
left. Yeah. What? That's a barracks? Where's the? Oh, that's where he made the starport.
Gonna be a quick drop into natural.
Yeah, he's going to make vultures and just run them down there and drop them across.
And one natural or one vulture behind the mineral field would be so annoying.
Yeah, especially given he's researching mines. There's going to be mines at the bottom of the ramp. This is going to be very quick. There's no way that there's going to be Robo in time to do anything about this. Robo's only just started. There's going to be mines at the base of the ramp. That Dragon's best case scenario is he evacuates most of the probes. If he gets most of the probes out, that's going to be okay for him, but he's going to lose mining at that natural for a while. A second scout SCV is kind of weird. If I were Dragon, that would be ring some kind of alarm bells. I would wonder what that SCV was doing on my side of the map. Especially given how quickly it got there. It's not like Voddy had vision of his middle line and sent an SCV from his main. That SCV was already outside Dragon's base before Voddy sent it.
Oh, and he made a couple zealots early.
Robo's not finished, the dropship is. This is So now we need an entire observatory, and then we need an observer by the time before the mines get out.
Go down, go
Dropship
down,
doing
go
a
down.
little whoop-de-whoop before picking up the vultures. We're dropping 3 vultures in the mineral line. Dragon here. How many is
Yeah.
it going to take out? Doesn't have mines.
Good reaction though.
Yeah, Dragon's just
And we
getting the
see
probes out as quickly as
the juicy
possible.
mine go down in the mineral line.
He's lost 2 probes so far.
Yeah, it's mainly just costing him mining, but mining. Oh, and he held the ramp too. That was good. Because,
That was very well done. I mean, Voddy is still behind in some ways.
Yeah, Voddy's behind.
He hasn't gotten
But, I
enough
mean-
out of this.
He went up against the 12 next. He scouted it for like third because he scouted the wrong way first. And yes, of course he's behind. It's 12 next is a really abusive build. If the Protoss gets away with 12 next, you're behind.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he should have mined or just started targeting probes. He would have gotten some more.
Yeah.
Well, the damage done is the fact the probes got pulled away from the mineral line, but it's not enough damage. Dragon's observer is pretty quick, and also what Voddy was hoping for is that Dragon would pull his entire army down, and then Voddy would get the other vultures in through the front and kill a bunch of probes in the main, get mined on the gateways, that kind of thing. But Dragon was very disciplined there.
Just seeing it lifted off his starport so quickly. But we see Dragon is
That
going to
was
take the
6
mineral only
probes.
back there.
You got several
Okay.
probes right
That was
there.
better
that
than
was
the first
6.
drop.
That was very strong.
Dragon's
Voddy's back
in
in
the control tower.
Voddy doesn't get vision from this control tower, right?
He does not.
Correct.
Doesn't look like it.
It's a neutral
With
building.
6 probes from that drop, Voddy is in a strong position again. Although his army is very late, there's no standard push timing here. Normally when you go for you normally go fast expand, quick army, +1 into 2-1. This time Voddy has gone dropship, and all of his tech is, all of his late game development is really late. He has some factories, he has a dropship, but he doesn't have the late game development into the 2-1 style. There's not really, yeah, he's just going for 2 base, no upgrade push. Dropping 3 factories, he says, okay, I've killed some probes, I have a bunch of SCVs, I have 2 bases of income, I'm just going to drop some factories, I'm going to go for you. This is, it's going to be interesting. This is not a conventional PvP, or PvP, sorry, this is a, it's going to be quite chaotic.
I don't think the
Yeah, we
observer
do have an
saw.
observer there. Okay, Dragon knows exactly what's going on.
I don't think he saw
I would
the
like-
dropship leave.
No, but he knows what's going on in terms of the factories. He knows there's no armory. I would like to see him go for shuttles and zealot bombs right now, and just a shit ton of gateways. Right now, he wants to get to the late game tech because he knows that Voddy doesn't have a late game. If Dragon can get late game tech and Voddy can't, then Dragon's going to have the upper hand. But there's not enough time. So instead of focusing on getting arbiters, he's got to work on getting the best counter to a mech push he can find as quickly as possible. That means Storm, that means DTs, that means a bunch of gateways, that means Zealot legs, that means Zealot bombs. And we see him getting his Zealot legs and putting shuttles with Zealots right now because that's what he has available to him.
I'm not sure why he's
Yeah.
moving out. He knows observers are around.
Well, because it's a rush.
He can't possibly
Dragon
think he has
has-
enough to stop this stuff.
Dragon has 3 bases and knows what's going on because he has an observer. Voddy has 5 factories and a timing. Voddy doesn't want to wait.
I don't
There's
feel
no
like he
advantage
has
Voddy's
that many
waiting.
units. I might be wrong here, but no. He's gonna get stopped.
You see Body sieging up here on the high ground.
Oh, he
Dragon
did
forced
get 2
to pull back.
units. This is a nice place to siege and camp. Give him
That's
that.
a nice tight little choke there. Not sure if Dragon's gonna be able to break through this. The tanks do siege up. And looks like the Terran's gonna be hitting the mineral only and sieging down there. It's a nice little choke. Zealot bombs here, gonna do some damage. Oh, grabbing that mine. Oh, that did some big damage right there.
I think he's just trying to take out the
Dragon's
Nexus.
gonna be able to clean this up very easily
Nope.
now.
Apparently not.
Oh, and he stopped doing it.
I'm not sure what his goal was with this
You
attack
either
there.
you either commit to the Nexus or you don't.
He could have mined around to do a little bit more damage. And we missed an attack.
Yeah,
This
that's
was
what
a
he was
great
doing.
drop.
8 kills.
Oh, he should have ran down to the expansion with the vultures.
The Dragon's
Look at that worker count difference. He's up 14 workers.
Yeah, but he's down in expansion.
Expansions don't do very much about workers. And if we look at what Voddy's doing, Voddy has given up on his time. He's done double army start facility. This is what I liked that he did in game 1. He identified when the push wasn't going to get it done, and he just transitioned immediately.
I think I know why that baby's always crying around you. Well, you might be right, but I feel like Dragon is ahead.
God, dude.
I love that baby. I'm just messing with Quark. This is a very fun map to watch PvTs on. Oh, Voddy is very annoying with these drops.
So Voddy's getting a third base with the command center, but Dragon's going to an Arbiter Tribunal right now, which means that Dragon's going to have Arbiters with status and recall before Voddy even has his 1-1-up done. In terms of the tech situation, Dragon is a long, long way ahead. There's going to be not really any kind of timing for Voddy to pressure before Arbiters are out. Dragon, I mean, he's behind on economy, but he does have a tech advantage. I would say Dragon's ahead, but Voddy has done a lot. Like that harass has done way more damage than you'd expect.
When you have 3 Nexuses, you can just pump out probes pretty easily. But he got a lot out of that starport, the dropship. And he's expanding twice now. I don't think he can hold any of these. He's overstretching himself. He separated his tanks. He's missing about half
the
done.
man. Cash in the tanks. Dragon just running over Voddy right now.
He was missing half his army.
Yeah, I'm going to call
out
game
perfect.
5 right now. I think Voddy's going to go 8 racks, and I think Dragon's going to go 12 next, and I think Voddy's going to take game 5.
Oh man, that's sad. Having such a huge lead, but just not having the army count.
I don't know if he had a huge lead.
I wouldn't say huge lead, but I mean, after that last probe massacre, he definitely had a lead.
I don't know
He's
what
up
he
like
was thinking
12
about.
It-
He
I don't-
overstretched his
12 or
army
14
there.
probes, man.
It was very back and forth. I think that Voddy, with his 5-pack and no upgrade attack, had a lot of potential, but Dragon read it correctly, had the Observer there, countered with the Zealot bombs, and the Zealot bomb with the Mind Drag just absolutely destroyed the push. Voddy got a lot of probe kills, but he had to just abandon the pressure he was doing, went to an expansion, and Dragon killed it.
I think those 2 expansions were a little too greedy. He should have opted for one at first and try to defend it with all his army.
Why don't you try to teach him, man?
What I
Well-
liked is
He did try to expand twice, right? And then he split up his army. If they were unified and defending one expansion that was closer to his backdoor one, I think maybe he could have held an attack.
All right.
What I like is
going into game number 5. Tiebreaker ace match of this 5-set series. In the top right, in the yellow, golden yellow Terran. For IRK and Sweden, it is Voddy. And in the top left is the olive green, pale green. I'm not sure what color it is. Fighting for Canada and the North American
You
squad.
green?
It is
Olive.
Game 5 ace match.
So no BBS.
Okay, we're not going to see any of that. Yeah.
Are we gonna see 12 next?
No.
Yes. Quark was
5
wrong.
times in a row is clearly too many times for Dragon. Dragon goes 4 times in a row, that's the number, but 5 times, no. Too much. I think last game, I don't dislike any of the builds they were doing. They were just reading each other accurately. What Voddy was doing was a legitimate thing that had a very strong chance of working if Dragon didn't do the exact right counter, and Dragon read it and countered it correctly. Voddy, you going to scout the wrong way again?
You know, maybe he thinks
he's
this way.
got it.
My body getting the scout off in the Protoss base. Scouting
And
that
he's
there
going to
is
place an
no-
eBay. Voddy's going to place an eBay, I think. Not quite yet, but he's going to place it once he realizes that... he's going to check whether there's a Dragoon range coming. I think no Dragoon range will place an eBay, because he knows that Dragon's going for fast expansion. Whereas if he sees Dragon spend the money, he won't bother.
Curious to see if Voddy's drop play will be effective this game. Will even go for drop game. Interested to see more harassment in the natural expand with drops. Haven't seen a lot of that, and it seems kind of, kind of exposed since there's or not exposed, but since there's only a small ramp going into it. We'll have a few mines down there. Do a lot of damage. I guess Voddy did drop vultures last game into the back, and he just didn't do very much.
I don't know about the
Did
Zealot.
we see Dragon range?
Yeah. And Dragon range means that the earliest Nexus we're going to see here is 23 Nexus, which means that Voddy's not too worried about Dragon taking a faster expansion. He can just take his own expansion more quickly. This is advantage Voddy here. Dragon is getting Dragoon range. He's got a Zealot, but you look at that and think, well, what are they going to do? What thing do you think these units do that you want?
I was gonna ask, whose basket is your eggs in for this game? Who's gonna take the series, do you think?
I don't know, because they've both been playing really well. It's like game 2, I thought that Voddy was going to have it with his 2-2 push, just because it was such a mechanically strong, well-executed build. I listed off a list of things that Dragon had to do every single one. He had to get Storm, second Stargate,
Right.
he had to put gateways at another base, take another main, and then Dragon just went through the list and got them. Dragon knows how to play this game.
He's listening.
It's too close to call. Dragon knows how to beat a very good Terran, and Voddy is a very good Terran. So I can't say.
Said something similar about the Bonnet and Dwalt show match, but my minerals. Wait, no, what did I say? Oh, my heart is with Dragon, but my minerals are with Voddy.
Yeah, what does that mean?
It's like you want so and so to win, but you really think that in your mind, it's like, say for instance, 2 ball teams play, the Lakers and Celtics. My heart's with the Celtics, but I'm gonna put money on the Lakers because they're probably gonna win.
And my heart's on one thing, but my mind's on another.
Thank you for explaining that.
Yeah.
I'm a
so
dummy.
like, my heart's with my wife, but my money is on that girl over there that I want to smash.
And don't say that too
That's
loud.
not what it means at all.
It's
Okay.
okay. Ox updated the terms to where this is for mature audiences only.
Well,
Thank you
this
for that.
game is about
No.
Dragon and Voddy.
No, I said that your old lady must not be home right now. You saying that shit?
She's in bed. No.
Okay. So to get back to the game, we are seeing Voddy
Thank
go
you.
for the quick academy, quick armory. He's going to get some Goliath to defend against drops. He's going to get a quick +1, and this is either going to go into 3 base 2-1, 2 base 2-1, or a 2 base 1-0 push. But this is a clear and this is a definite. The build order that Voddy is doing is a correct build order that exists and is powerful. He's not just doing random chaotic shit. This is going to be a well executed, well timed push, and we're going to need Dragon to scout it in order to identify what's going on and how he's going to beat it. I have every faith that Dragon will be able to do that. If you look at the Citadel timing, by the time the first observer gets into Voddy's base, Dragon's Citadel is going to be done. He's going to be able to decide if he needs to go quick speed in case of a rush, 2-base Arbiter in case of a 1-0 push, or 3-base Arbiter in case of a 2-1 push. And Dragon is going to make that decision in the next few seconds after establishing if there's a starport, after seeing the armory, and trying to work out what it's going to be. But Voddy is building up towards some kind of timing here. And it looks like Dragon has read it as it's a two-base timing. 2-base +1 timing, so Dragon is reading it, and he's going to go for a 2-base Arbiter counter. See, this is why it was very difficult to decide who I wanted to say was going to win this, because Voddy's build is very strong, and Dragon has read it correctly and is doing the counter build. This is so technically correct.
Supply difference isn't that big. Equal amount of workers. It could go either way.
Yeah, it's no player has an advantage right now. Voddy is Voddy is doing a well executed +1 timing. He's gonna go out with no starport. He's gonna have banking energy on those contacts. He's just gonna try and push through with a single timing. Dragon knows that that's what Voddy's doing. Dragon isn't taking a third base. Dragon isn't fucking around with Reavers. Dragon is just rushing out that Arbiter as quickly as he can while getting a bunch of gateways. This is what you do. You scout this build, and you do exactly what Dragon's doing.
Is it possible to prevent an observer from getting into your base's Terran?
Not with this observer timing, which is why you do it. Because you want to know if it's going to be a 2-base 2-1, a 2-base 1-0, a 3-base 2-1, and that first observer is what tells you. Dragon got it in, Dragon read it, Dragon immediately launched into the counter build. He's not building probes even. He knows he doesn't need probes. He knows that there's going to be exactly one fight, and he needs to have the following things to win that fight.
He doesn't have a lot of units right now, it seems like, to defend.
Yes, he does. Look at his gateway count.
And they've got about the same units. They got the same worker count, same food. What?
Yeah. And
I don't know.
He's got the
+1 upgrades.
Yeah.
Good number of vultures.
This is the fight that Dragon has been building up for. Like Dragon has got everything he can
here. Voddy taking the high ground. Is Dragon gonna back up? Cannot attack into this.
Yeah, I feel like he could have, but he stuttered there.
No, Dragon is playing for time here because remember, Dragon's Arbiter is building, and Voddy does not have a science ability. Voddy will never have a science vessel this game.
Dragon doesn't really want to attack into this. He wants to wait as long as he can with as many units, I think, behind it.
Yeah, exactly. There will never be a science ability this game. It's gonna once the Arbiter gets out, Voddy's on the clock.
Got a Zealot over there, doing some damage, a little Zealot bomb. Some of the tanks coming up the backside, hitting the reinforcements with the Dragoons. He's in a little pocket right now. Can't go in there safely yet.
This is super textbook. And also look, there's a DP coming out. That DP is just going to start just draining the contacts. Because he knows the Arbiter's about to follow it up. Dragon's play here is so technically good. It is just... It's the right play. He's causing chaos, he's forcing Voddy back, and he knows that this isn't going to actually do that much. He knows that these units aren't going to kill Voddy, but it doesn't matter because he's already put Voddy on the clock with the Arbiter.
Oh, he might lose all his Dragoons, though.
Doesn't matter, Voddy's on the clock, he's got the Arbiter.
I think it does matter.
Alright damage. They're picking off a couple tanks.
I don't feel that was good for Dragon at all.
Dragon's going to send out a DT. He's going to send out a second DT after his first DT. He's got a stasis energy. He's got a shit ton of gateways. Now Voddy's transitioning. Voddy is getting his sensitivity now. Because Voddy, I think, knows that he's missed his timing. So again, this is Voddy. Oh, that's a lot of space. That's a lot of iron damage. Every game we've seen Voddy do a build, Dragon do like the textbook perfect counter build, and then Voddy recognize he's running some counter build and adapt. I think part of that is that Voddy is used to be a Protoss player. Voddy knows how to read a Protoss response.
He has 14 tanks leapfrogging up into the
Oh, he lost his
front of the
arbiter.
Dragon.
No, you can't do that. You can't lose your arbiter like that.
Oh, that's game. Dragon's not even going to fight into it. GG is called. Voddy takes the series 3-2 on Freakling's map. These Ares. It is. These Are.
The Spore map.
Score map.
Great map. I told you, Quark. He lost too many Dragoons there. No, I don't know.
I mean,
what
he
I'm
had an
talking
arbiter
about.
with status. I just would have liked to see him cast status.
He did have a lot of gates, but I don't know. He needed some time, and Voddy could just straight up attack him, in less than 15-20 seconds.
That was a really good series technically, though, in terms of the builds and the counter builds and the counter builds. Both of those players were reading each other really nicely.
So yeah, Voddy and Dragon will be playing in our tournament in the future. I'm also looking forward to that because more money is on the line, and we'll see how games are played out when every single game is actually worth money instead of the whole show match.